Something came up in the energy, so you know I had to pop up. Like, guess who, bitch? Mm-hmm. Somebody made it. They're notorious. They're notorious for being who they say they are. Mm-hmm. Highly ranked in the physical realm. They pinky promise with your enemy. Mm-hmm. Let's see, Holy Spirit. A karmic family. Why? I don't know why they swallowed the lie. So perhaps they'll die. Yeah, mad because you made it. And it's not even like I'm mad because they just an angry person. They just jealous hearted. Very envious. This a little sidebar. So in the movie Spirited Away, y'all know how Chiro at the end of the movie, she remembers Kohaku and she tells Kohaku who he is. He's the spirit of the lake or whatever like that. That's how it is when you remember your name. When you do your soul searching and you do your dark night of the soul, that's really what it be like. You remember who you are. I am Ra. Just know that. Nobody else is Ra. Unless you use it in the conceptual aspect of shining light or a light bringer. But, bitch, when it come down to Ra, Isis, Osiris, that's all my mixed personalities. Let me stop joking with y'all. I'm not joking, but I'm joking. I'm kidding. Okay, so I go by Mother May I. Don't worry about what Simon says. Okay? I'm gonna clarify some of these in a second. Something isn't happening right now. Something was postponed. Possibly an inheritance. There's no confusion. It's most likely an inheritance. Ash Ketchum. Ash Ketchum. Ash Ketchum. Bedroom. Ending something without telling you. Let's clarify. Holy Spirit, divine ancestors, what is it that this person needs to know in regards to highly ranked in the physical realm? So you possibly have like a position of prestige. That's what I'm hearing. Mind you, I put the cards down. I'm just going to be prophetic. What I'm hearing is you have a position of prestige physically. So that would be like a CEO position, a E-suite position, exec suite, you know what I'm saying? Or you are working towards some form of promotion in a hierarchy type of system, business class system. They pinky promise with your enemies. So I feel like with that one, the people who are working alongside you, these people who have not fully developed the understanding that you put in the work that you get back, these people are envious of your ascension, I'm gonna call it. Because physically and spiritually, it's all the same. And when it comes down to this person, these people, they envy the fact that you have gotten this role or position authentically. You earned it. You know, you made it yourself. You know, you didn't take nobody else's foolishness. You didn't become overly dependent on other people helping you do your work. So, with that being said, you earned this position inside of whatever role that you're playing in society. Okay, this been happening. I feel like with happening now being in reverse, I feel like that is just this been happening. This been going on. So this is possibly something that you've been dealing with since you had got your first job. This is possibly even like a sibling rivalry. You know what I'm saying? Ash Ketchum is here, and then I saw bedroom. So I'm just thinking, okay, cool. This person been pillow talking your business. Hola. Hey. So this person been pillow talking your business. Red Dead Redemption 2 or Cyberpunk. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, Red dead here. Red is dead around this bitch. Hmm. So yeah, this person thought that they was gonna be able to collect you into their little flying monkey program. Thought you was going to be Air Force with the flying monkeys. But you was smarter than that. Because like I said, you're not codependent. You don't rely on people to do your work for you. So with that being said, I feel like personally it's just okay for you to feel as confident as you do without being boastful or arrogant at this time, collective. So I don't know who this might resonate with, but this is what the spirit is telling me. You know, I've been just led to just talk about it. I don't feel like spirit want me to really use no cards right now. I feel like it's a sunny day for you. I feel like you woke up on the right side of the bed this morning. You woke up and you felt like, damn, I really feel good today, bitch. I'm about to go ahead and start working out. I'm probably about to hit me some squats, do some yoga or something like that. Like that's what I'm getting with your energy right now, collective. You know, I feel like it's been vibrating at a very high frequency. You possibly even ate something good and healthy just because you wanted to do something different today. I feel like a lot of people are trying to do something differently. I could feel the change inside of the atmosphere from last night. I feel like last night a lot of people was going through just like survivor's guilt, I'm gonna call it. Just being able to say I made it. I had did everything I have gotten done to this point, and I am so grateful for it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was the attitude, as opposed to um, the other people who aren't in the collective who were mad because they wasn't chosen because they didn't want to heed the call. They wanted to continue to be codependent on other people's knowledge instead of using it and turning it into wisdom and incorporating it into their own life and how go ahead their life path set out to be. People who do not follow their own spiritual journey or their own physical journey to wherever God is leading them to do, that's just more time that you have to motherfucking catch up. Slow and steady win the race. Stop trying to be quick and be like everybody else. You know, you have to individuate. You know, the wind is blowing. This is the winds of change. Hmm. I remember from Shrek, there was that one part when Donkey was like, Shrek and Donkey on another whirlwind adventure. So, whoever this may be pertaining to in the collective, take it how it resonates. You're about to go on some type of journey. You're probably even about to go on like a little trip or a cruise or something, and you're really about to start experiencing what it feels and means to be alive. You know, I feel like you are going to start experiencing new people who will change your perspective of how there was this aspect in life where you just continually was getting betrayed. You was continually getting played with. You was continually feeling like you was being walked all over and you didn't understand what you was doing wrong. Sometimes you have to understand that God put you in positions like that just so you are able to actually overcome these challenges and turn that knowledge into wisdom so you are able to stand 10 toes on you. You will be self-aware knowing how people perceive you and how you perceive yourself. You'll be self-validated because all these people who betrayed you shows you that you can really fuck with yourself. You really tough with yourself. You really dig yourself. You know what I'm saying? For the ladies inside of the chat, collective, I really do feel like you are starting to gain your understanding of what true beauty means to you. I feel like you are starting to actually appreciate yourself more. You're starting to want to overcome these Jezebel spirits, I'm going to call them, and turn them into Rahab. You know, the one who was smiled on by God. That's what I'm getting. I feel like you're not trying to manipulate, but now you are trying to save the people who come into your frequency. You know, I don't judge people. I understand that sometimes you don't have a job, so you gotta, dig inside, dig inside your purse and grab some pinnacles. But I feel like your perspective on what you're doing and how you do it is changing. It's starting to elevate. I feel like you are starting to actually see how valuable you are to creation, creating new perspectives of how people view you, creating a healing factor to your energy. That's what I'm getting with you, collective, feminine collective. For my divine masculines and those who are upcoming divine masculines, I feel like you are not taking it as hard on yourself anymore. I feel like with everything that's been going on in life and people telling you that men have it hard, you are starting to realize that is a misconception. You are starting to actually change the narrative, not just by being a male gigolo or a prostitute. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you are actually starting to see how when things are syndicated appropriately, accordingly, and you are in the place where God puts you at, you will see the camaraderie in the feminine and the masculine energies in this world. That's what I'm getting. I'm starting to see like this big ass fucking military army just laughing, smiling, but disciplined. I feel like you're gonna be happy with your village. You're gonna be happy with your community as a divine masculine, as an appointed official. That's what I'm getting. So take that how it resonates. For my LGBTQ, I feel like y'all are starting to grow tired of that burlesque motherfucking digging in each other backs and stuff like that and not having no type of actual connection. I feel like people starting to actually feel what it feels like to be lonely, dealing with somebody who just fucked you and you like them and they never come back. I don't know why Spirit said it like that, but I feel like it's starting to hit home. I feel like people are starting to live in their truths and their authenticity to the point where that type of behavior no longer suits them. A lot of people inside of this energy in the LGBTQ, they're starting to build meaningful connections with people who fill them up. You know what I'm saying? The DL men, those are karmics because they don't love themselves. You can't love yourself and keep secrets. You know, it's one thing to live one way authentically and nobody asks you certain things because you don't carry yourself like that. And it's another thing to be living two separate lives. That's not authentic. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I feel like the energy from that behavior is starting to weigh down on those of the collective in the LGBTQ, and that's including the women. Because for those women who really are disassociated because of different fallacies and different types of ideals in regards to how someone should behave or someone should act, I feel like those are washing away. I'm seeing that there's more understanding with that community for the lesbians and the dykes and, you know, the butch queens and stuff like that. Like I'm seeing a growth in mindset. You know, they're already maternal by instinct just because they have the creation gene inside of them. But I feel like for the ones who this resonates with in the collective, your perspective has grown tenfold since 2025 in regards to relationships, in regards to people, in regards to how you're gonna move this year. Okay? For my trainee hoes, the one who get the backdoor chose, I want y'all to understand. Cause I see a whole entity of vanity that's attached to that community. Just a whole lot of vanity. And it's really eating y'all from the inside out. Watch it. That's it. Watch it. Hold your tongue. And keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. Stop touching other people's property. Uh-huh. I love y'all though. God's chosen. The covenant of the rainbow. Lord have mercy. All right, collective. I hope this helps.